Krista Furyash was a name whispered with reverence in the urban exploration community. To her thousands of online followers, she was an enigmatic figure who dared to go where others wouldn't. But behind the pseudonym was Angelina Rowland, a 26-year-old heiress to one of the nation's largest hedge funds, Rowland Holdings. Her sudden disappearance, however, raised more questions than headlines. How could the heiress to a financial empire vanish without a trace? And why was her story barely acknowledged by mainstream media? Angelina Rowland grew up surrounded by wealth and expectation. She was poised to take her place among the country's elite, her future scripted by her parents, Kirk and Eleanor Rowland. Yet, from a young age, Angelina rejected this carefully constructed narrative. Instead of lavish parties and socialite circles, she was drawn to mud, basements, and forgotten corners of the world. This rebellious streak birthed Krista Furyash, a faceless online persona who documented expeditions to derelict buildings, abandoned mines, and crumbling neighborhoods. For years, Krista's identity remained a secret, known only to a few close friends. Her parents had no idea their daughter was risking her life crawling through the ruins of forgotten places. In the spring of 2023, Angelina planned what she described to her followers as her final big exploration, before stepping back to focus on her demanding new job as a data analyst at Postel Holdings and her parents' growing insistence on marriage and social obligations. She set her goal on a notorious site, an abandoned sewer system in Ingwood, Virginia, infamous for unexplained disappearances. Using detailed maps she obtained under the guise of an investment project from her father's company, Angelina prepared for her descent. Her explanation of the expedition, delivered without her face on camera as always, painted a haunting picture of what she found. Unexpected digital interference ruined much of her initial video. "It looked like a war zone," she narrated over still photos. Rubble and ash coated the walls, with strange glowing red smears streaked across the surfaces. Among the debris, she found shattered weapons, twisted metal, and improvised traps, evidence of violence in the depths. One artifact stood out, a golden amulet embedded with a mysterious stone she found after kicking some rubble aside. Its pristine condition amidst the destruction was startling. "I wrapped it up and left," she admitted. "I thought it was just a cool find. I didn't know it would turn my life upside down." In the weeks that followed, Angelina began experiencing strange phenomena. At work, emails appeared in her sent folder that she never wrote, containing unsettling messages. Her computer crashed repeatedly, and IT specialists found no cause. Online, she recalled a night to her followers as she showed them the artifact. Grotesque, deformed figures appearing in her bedroom, demanding to know where the amulet was. Angelina was too paralyzed with fright to move or say anything. But when she awoke the next day, evidence of forced entry through her window forced her to conclude that it was no dream. One incident pushed her over the edge. A man, seemingly sleepwalking, appeared at her door. He spoke in broken English, begging for the artifact. When she slammed the door, he moved with unnatural speed, vanishing before the police arrived. On the verge of losing her job, and with her parents pressuring her to undergo a humiliating overhaul known as mandatory image consultations, a common process for daughters of wealthy parents, Angelina made a decision. She would return to the sewers to confront whoever, or whatever, was behind the torment. Equipped with signal boosters to combat the digital interference she'd experienced before, Angelina ventured back into the labyrinthine tunnels. This time, she discovered more than she bargained for. Photos briefly uploaded to her channel, though quickly deleted, showed a surreal sight. Grotesque humanoids hunched over computers in a restored subterranean base. The amulet she had taken was no ordinary artifact. It was a centerpiece of their society, imbued with power and significance. Whoever attacked this group had been looking for it, but was driven off before they could take it. According to her followers, Angelina's last words in the video were, "I'm giving it back. They've shown me what I needed to see. I'll never be able to explain this." but in the months since Angelina Rowland disappeared, her story has fueled countless theories which divide into two schools of thought. The first theory is that of voluntary exile. Angelina staged her disappearance to escape her controlling family and oppressive customs. The second is abduction. The underground group took her against her will, either as punishment or as a form of assimilation. Her family has remained silent, and her friends claim no knowledge of her whereabouts. Until Angelina Rowland or Krista Furyash resurfaces, her story remains a haunting enigma. A tale of rebellion, discovery, and a descent into darkness that may never see the light of day again.